Hi everyone, this is Dan, and this is Earthworm Jim, Launch the Cow by Doug TenNapel. And it came in oh man, I don't know if I can fit this in this particular camera setup, but came in this really nice looking pizza box. And it came with a whole bunch of other nice stuff too. We got the trading cards and stickers, tattoo and foil, and a patch. Groovy. Also came with another comic book, Bigfoot Bill. Very cool. Very cool indeed. And to top it all off, came with a bunch of prints. This print right here. This is actually kind of cool. I like this one. This was cool, though this never actually happens in the book, so kind of wonder about that. Also have a cut this out and make a blockhead. Oh, cool. Yeah. And last but not least, we got a big freaking. Oh man, this is huge. All right, dude, this is like the size of the Mobius cover. All right, almost got it. Yeah, it's a really big poster. That's cool. Sorry. Anyhow, the main thing we're talking about is this guy, though. So, a lot can be said about Mr. TenNapel. I'm not going to say any of those things because that's not the premise, which is a review of this comic. So, yeah, I know there's all kinds of other stuff going on, but the important part is this thing. So, Earthworm Jim originally was a video game, if I remember, and then also a TV show. Even though I was a huge Sega fan, I never ever played the video game. I was more into Sonic at that time, and I think Streets of Rage and other bunch of cool games at that time. Never played Earthworm Jim, though. I heard a lot of good things about it. I did remember watching some of the cartoon episodes, and I just remember him always losing it and shooting everything and saying "eat dirt," and that was kind of like the fun thing about that episode every time. Regarding this thing, it's so freaking big, it's actually hard for my current camera setup to actually look at it. I almost want to go back to the cell phone setup. This is kind of cute. It's like a handwritten, it's handwritten but then printed, and it's kind of cool like that. What I will, without a doubt, say about this comic is the quality, like the product itself, is of the highest quality. It's really good. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's like gold laced pages. The print quality is fantastic. This is definitely something that's going to be, as I think as Doug has said before, this will definitely be something that'll be on a shelf for quite a while and be read many times. Another thing is I love the format. This is kind of like a European comic, like the albums, right? You get very massive freaking pages, really easy to read too. It's just really nice, convenient format. I burned through this in like, had been like 30-45 minutes, real fast. And as far as the art is concerned, well, I will probably never say Doug TenNapel is an Ethan Van Sciver of art. I do think his art is very appealing and good looking. I like his art. Do I think it's the greatest art? Not really. And now comes to the I guess the point, which is the story. The story is a origin of, or I guess an origin story of Earthworm Jim. And kind of interesting. What I will say is the story is very wacky, and it feels pretty much like the Saturday cartoon, or the Saturday morning cartoon Earthworm Jim. or was it in the afternoon? I can't remember. But yeah, it's an origin story. You get the queen, Princess what's her name, Earthworm Jim's origin. Is it? I forget the name of that. Where's that mutt? Yeah, Proto Pooch. I forgot about that. And this farmer dude, Farmer Jim. This character is kind of interesting. I'm not sure what Doug is doing with this character. So here's the thing about Earthworm Jim's story. It's clearly designed to be kind of nonsensical and fun, and it's also designed to be enjoyed by pretty much anyone. Which I think this can be enjoyed by pretty much anyone. Here is probably my one bugaboo. There are a lot of parts in this book that you can tell he's kind of interjecting a little bit of his politics into it. I forget. There's certainly one. Let's see right here. This one was kind of obvious when he's in heck. Yeah, this scene right here where he runs into Evil the Cat, and Evil the Cat reacts to America, which is pretty fun. I mean, I get what he was trying to do here, but it kind of felt a little bit like, okay, it's interesting. Why does the cat think America is bad? But he just has a Soviet sickle and hammer in here. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. There's a lot of other ones. What is it? The Queen Lady. There's another one in here. I forget. Oh, thank atheism. Earthworm Jim is dead. By the way, the whole name of this entire comic is at the end. Earthworm Jim's like spacesuit hits this little cart with hay on it, and it proceeds to hit and launch a cow. Anyhow, what I will say about this comic is if you wanted something that you could sit down and like say read with your kids or have someone who had kids and wanted to give it to them for them to enjoy with like kind of that sort of entertainment, I think this is it's a pretty decent book for that. But I will say this, I think ultimately having read this, I was like, ugh, this was not for me. I mean, there's some parts that make me chuckle, but a lot of it is it's just one really, really long Saturday afternoon cartoon. And I don't know, I just felt like, to me, it wasn't the Saturday night or the Saturday evening cartoons that I liked. I was more into like X-Men, the animated series, obviously. I liked a little bit of the Power Rangers and probably like Gargoyles and stuff like that. This is more like Animaniacs, and it's fine. And I will absolutely have nothing bad to say about the quality of this. The quality is fantastic, and I do love the format a lot. Like, this is what, in my opinion, I think comics should be going to, is these high-quality, more European-style formats, just because they're kind of grinding regular comic books down to, like, the minute amount of profit that you can possibly get. So they cut everything down. You get crappy artists, you get crappy writers, you get crappy print quality and all the other stuff. And also just so many writers nowadays do not want to write in a compressed style. Everybody wants to be decompressed. Everybody wants to write like it's a manga, which would work if you had like 120 page Takoban. It doesn't work so well if you have 20 pages. But yeah. So what do I say? Was it worth it? Depends on who you are. I think if you were just a huge fan of the video games and the Saturday cartoons, or you wanted just a really entertaining, wholesome, very high quality comic album, basically. This is almost like a European format. to share with just about anyone, young children, teenagers, adults, whatever, then I think Earthworm Jim's a good find. Do I think it was worth the price? Well, I think Doug TenNapel definitely gave me my money's worth. I'd have no complaints about it now. I kind of, though, honestly would have preferred just a more concise product. Just this being an overall, just I guess just a, I don't know, a deeper product for the money, for a less amount of money. Like if I don't know, I'm getting past like 10 minutes right now, but if I had to kind of like summarize it, I think for me personally, and this is just for me, not for everybody, I think I would have rather had a 48, 62 page graphic novel that was really tight and concise, with a very, structured story. This was more kind of like fun and, silly, but, that's kind of how it was. I walked away from it and it was like reading Tintin. Actually, no, I would probably say Tintin is a little deeper than this book. So, yeah, would I recommend it? I will say this, I don't know if I would recommend it to like, any of my friends who are into like manga or comics, but I would definitely recommend it to like my niece. Anyhow, the whole point being is, whatever Doug's been doing, I will say that this is a quality product, and he definitely delivered it on time, and delivered on his promises as well as far as bringing this character back. It definitely feels like the Saturday cartoon. Do I feel like I'm going to buy another one of these products? Probably not. Having read this, I kind of get the gist of what Doug's style is, and I think it's not for me. That's fine. I do wish him the best of luck in his next endeavor. Yeah, I kind of want something a little more, I don't know, a little more deeper. Anyhow, that's it for the review. If you like this review, hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. If you have anything to say about Earthworm Jim, video games, the cartoons, this comic, or Doug TenNapel, please leave them down below, and I will see you next time.